Man, it's your boy Aston Cody, bro. We are back with another video on the Seaflower channel. We got my guest Braxton right here, man. So good to see this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a long awaited video, man. Like, so basically, I asked him like a couple of years back, you know, I was like, bro, you want to do the podcast? He had some stuff to do. But you know what I'm saying?
For 2 years, I've been doing stuff for 2 years.
Exactly. But during the summer, right? Let's talk about this camp you went to, right? This Jewish camp. Like, what was your first thought going to a Jewish camp? Considering the fact you got some German ancestors.
You know, I thought I would keep the Germany thing on the low for a little while. But you know, I had a good experience, good kids, you know.
Nice kid, yeah.
Yeah, they were some of them were kind of
a-holes, but yeah.
Some of them were little shits, you know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I got a couple of them cuss me out.
It's doing God's work.
Yeah, man, it really is. Actually, when I was actually at the camp this one particular time, well, this was like during the day, I was like inside with a bunch of campers, and I had, you know what an Alto is? An Alto is like, it's like a vape that you buy at the gas station.
A sexy vape.
Sure. So I had an Alto. It was like in my pocket, and then like I was sitting on a kid's like bunk bed, and they want me to go outside, and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I stand up and I go outside with all the kids, and this one kid named Charlie, he kind of like stayed back. I didn't really think anything of it, and then a few minutes later, Charlie's like, hey Braxton, like come here. I was like, what? And he gives me my vape because it fell out of my pocket. And this kid's 12 years old. He's a 12-year-old kid. And he didn't tell me or anything. He just said, don't let it happen again, and then walked away.
Savage.
Yeah, I know, dude. He was like an adult, basically.
Damn. But yeah, bro, with camp, bro, like what was the most memorable experience as far as you going to that Jewish camp? Because, you know, I know a couple minutes ago you told us that you have German ancestors and like you were at a Jewish camp, which is kind of funny if you think about it.
It is funny. I would say my most memorable memory is my friend getting fired.
Okay.
You know, that was this one day they took us out to like a lake to go drinking.
Right.
And I ended up passing out. It was like mid in camp. I had like just drank way too much, so I passed out. My friend Leo, he ended up putting me to bed, and then like I wake up in the bunk at like 4 a.m. and I see like one of my co-counselors walking. I'm like, yo, Houston, what time is it? He's like, oh, it's
what time is it, dude?
He's like, oh, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Right. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
And he's like, did you hear what happened to Leo? I was like, no, what happened? He's like, oh man. And then he just goes back to sleep. He never told me, bro. So I
never told you what happened.
I stay awake in my bunk for hours, just waiting, waiting
yeah.
to see what happened. I was like, what? I go in Leo's room. Leo's not there.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there waiting for hours.
Yeah.
And turns out, like, after I had passed out,
right, yeah,
he had, like, supposedly offered, like, I don't know, like 12-year-old kids alcohol. And they
out the blue, like, you want some?
Yeah, and
what kind was it? Do you know? Or?
No, dude. Apparently, he had allegedly brought like a bottle back to the cabin.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got fired. He was gone, dude.
Bye.
Yeah,
bro. About this spa experience you had. Do you want to talk about
what experience?
The spa, or do you want to talk about it?
Well, I don't know. Well, I was just kind of like, in New York, there's a lot of rub and tugs. They're just everywhere, man. Like every corner, and like in the main city, like in Manhattan, and like all the touristy areas. It's just, you look up a massage parlor, like just a normal massage parlor online, and your location's in Manhattan. It just shows like all of these like barely clothed Asian women like all over their websites.
They try to entice you with the bikini.
Yeah, and it's like
you get a foot massage and something else. You just gotta figure out what's the something else.
Yeah, and so like I was walking around the city with my friend Victor. Like, this was over the summer after Victor had went to camp with me. He was one of my counselors.
Right.
And Victor's Mexican. His English pretty good though.
Okay.
And we walk up to one of like the rub and tugs, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a massage?" And she was like, "You have to be 21." And I was like, "Or have your parent with you." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I walk outside, and I grab Victor, who's this Mexican kid that's like a year older than me, and I bring him in there. I was like, "This is my legal guardian." Try to get in. Trying to get in, and she got so pissed at me, bro.
She was like, what'd she say? Like, she just looked at you?
She was like, "Do you think I'm stupid?" You know? And I was like,
I think I'm dumb right now.
And I started acting like I didn't know what was going on. Like,
Right, I don't know what's going on right now.
But yeah, no, she didn't let me in. She never let me in to that one.
Bro, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
So she was just like, nah, you guys cannot get in.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't like an idiot. And I was.
So speaking of like hand jobs, so speaking of just, you know, in general, and this is a question that, you know, I have to ask, man. You know, did you see any hot women at the camp? Like, were there any counselors you were like, man, this is not Jewish. I've never met a Jewish girl in person.
Yeah, I ended up getting with a Jewish girl.
Okay, yeah.
She was kind of crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it got to the point to where, like, after I had gotten with her, she would, like, what was she doing? She was, like, following me around and, like,
stalking.
Yeah, and saying,
stalking.
She was, like, saying all this weird stuff about me. So, like, I had to go to, like, the head counselors, and I was like, hey, Charlotte.
Hey, this girl is harassing me.
I had to tell them the whole story. So I was like,
This random girl's harassing.
and she was a former camper there too.
Dang. Okay, so she knows the business. She got the in out on her. Yeah.
Dude, she ended up being wacko. She would just like follow me around and like just spread like random lies about me, about like us like being together, and we were never like.
So let's talk about Ole Miss, man. Okay, you're a student at Ole Miss doing psychology. Let's talk about like what made you want to do psychology. Like, you know, you can just talk about, like, you don't have to get into detail if you don't want to, but just like, I know like a lot of my passion just stem from, you know, childhood stuff. Like, I remember, like, as far as the music, like, I remember the first time, I think I was like 5 years old, man. I was watching a movie called The Temptations. It's kind of like a music. I don't know if you know about them, but they're like a musical group, and it's like they were doing the music, man. I just remember how I felt wanting to do music and stuff like that. So that's kind of what made me have a passion for music. Like, I do accounting now, but it's like music is my passion. You know what I'm saying? And so like, what do you think is your passion, and also what kind of made you want to do psychology?
Growing up, I didn't really have like a lot of parental like just good adult figures in my life, and you know, I want to do psychology, and honestly, I want to become like a child therapist and work with kids that have been like abused, things like that. So I just feel like
I think the child, like, people don't understand, like, your childhood is probably some of the most important years of your life, and so like, and they say like your like self-esteem is built. I think I may be wrong, but like in the first 2 to like 4 years of your life, or 5 years, your self-esteem is actually built, and so a lot of times when you grow up, a lot of people, you still have to deal with those childhood things that you never.
Yeah, like one thing in particular that I recently learned about, it's like conditional love and unconditional love.
Yeah, that agape love. Ooh.
Yeah, and basically what it is if a parent loves you conditionally or unconditionally. So like, if your parent only loves you if you're doing good in sports and things like that, and you know that resonates to kids.
Because it's like the two people that are supposed to support me through anything or not support me. Like, they're pretty much acting like strangers treat you. People that don't know you, a lot of times they only want you for what you can give them.
Exactly.
Your teacher likes you because you're doing good in school.
Exactly. Your teacher's not going to like you for doing bad.
Your coach likes you because you're not a bench player, you know.
Exactly.
Or, you know, or your wife likes you because you got money.
Exactly.
And you likes you for the right reason, you know. So it's kind of like one of those things. Yeah. So I definitely like understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's also why I was a camp counselor. I like kids. I want to work with kids. I just feel like I have a heart for them. So I feel.
think that's great, man.
Yeah.
Like those kids, like when you help them, like they'll remember that for the rest of their lives.
Oh yeah.
Even if their parents or something don't help, they be like, Braxton actually helped me.
Yeah, I remember my counselor from high school. Like I saw an actual therapist, and I remember him.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't see him that much. I actually one day when I was going to school, the principal got a video of me, or the headmaster did, when I went to Cathedral, of a cigarette getting put out on my arm. I have like a scar like up here, and he was like, all right, Braxton, you can either go find a therapist to talk to or go talk to Father Mark. And I was like, oh buddy, no, not Father Mark, no, we're not going to see Father Mark, I'm going to find a therapist, so,
Let's find somebody professional.
yeah. Father Mark, he gonna hit me with the backhand, be like, oh, you done messed up, boy. Oh, man, you think your sins are forgiven? Oh, wait till I see you at nighttime. Oh, I'm coming for you. Oh, man. This robe comes off in one pull, Braxton.
What did Father Mark look like?
Father Mark was a young dude. He's actually not that bad.
Was he like a jock, or was he kind of like, I mean, did he get babes, or?
Well, he wasn't like a bad looking person,
Was he a lady man? Like what position was he? Was he like?
Yeah, I feel like if you didn't have that
What was Father Mark's position though? Like,
he would kind of just like walk around, like, cause we had Father O'Connor at like the church that's with our school, St. Mary's, and he had stepped down, so we had like two young like guys come in and replace him, and one guy was basically more so preaching at the church, and Father Mark was more so walking around the school, like with the students and sitting in classes with us and stuff. They were both actually pretty good guys, so just didn't want to talk to him about it, because I saw see him at school.
I feel like that might be another story to Father Mark. Like, what does he do when he's off? Have you ever thought about that? Like, maybe he
prays a lot.
Okay, prays a lot.
Yeah, that's
he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Okay, yeah.
He's a really good guy.
So yeah, man. But so you do. We can edit that out. Let me fix that real quick.
I heard it.
So let's talk about, man, this girl that she pushed you in the bar.
Oh,
yeah, let's talk
okay.
about
Well,
we were in the bar.
Right? A little back.
Let's go back. Full story.
The first night I was in New York, I was with my two Mexican friends.
Okay. And what are their names?
Tequila Kevin and Gabriel.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we ended up going to this bar, and I was having a really good time. It's like in the city.
Yeah.
There was a lot of young people there.
Is it Ole Miss?
This is in New York.
Okay.
And so I was on the dance floor, and this one girl, I thought she was kind of cute, so I started dancing with her, right? And then as the night goes on, I noticed her friend is a lot more cute.
Oh,
so
you're like, you know what? Wait a minute. Let me get the friend.
So I stopped dancing with her, and then I go up behind her friend, and I put my arm around her, and she starts dancing on me.
Oh, she gave you the green light.
And
she gave you the green light, dude.
So she had pink hair, and she was wearing like a dress. I thought she was hot, bro.
Yeah.
She was in that video that I showed you.
She had that little Chick-fil-A dress on.
Yeah, dude.
A little blanket.
It was basically just like a
little snuggie one.
It was like a t-shirt, bro. It was basically just like a long shirt.
Hey, bro, if y'all know what we talking about, and you done seen somebody in that, you know what we talking about. Something that's like a dress that's super snuggy, bro. I remember one time I was at campus, right? I saw this girl, bro. Her dress was snuggy, so during this time, bro, like I didn't talk to like any girls, cause I was like, I'm just gonna find the right one, bro. Her dress was so snuggy, I went up, so she was on the escalator, right? I'm going up. I chased her down.
You're a pervert.
No.
You're a pervert. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I'm sorry. I chased her down. I got her over. That's it. That's what happened.
Okay.
I know, but I saw her on the escalator. But
I thought you meant like you're under her on the escalator. Like
no. I'm all the way over and walking. Like she's inside, I'm outside. But it's like a big window, and the escalator goes up.
So you really put time and effort into that girl.
Yeah, so I ran like, well, I didn't run, but I was like fast walking. Like I said, bro, watch this, and then I got a number. Yeah, so.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I know what you're talking about. When you say
yeah.
Snuggie.
So and I had been in a camp all summer, and I just kind of I just wanted to be with a girl. So other than that Jewish one, and so she starts dancing on me, and the friend that I was originally with comes up to me, and she kind of just nudges me one time.
Right, she's angry.
Yeah, she actually moved. She pushed me, and then she moved like in between us dancing. And I was like, whatever, I just keep doing my thing. And then I get her again, and like we're dancing again. And then she comes up to me, the ugly girl, uglier, and she shoves me on the ground. So like she like blindsided me. She shoved me, and I fell on the ground, and I hit the ground, and I was just so mad. Like I just look up, and she just looked at me, and she kept dancing. I was like, oh fuck you. So I had a Corona, and I shoved my thumb inside of it, and I shook it up. And I just gave her like a huge shower, bro.
A Corona shower.
And then
she might have liked it though. I don't know.
I don't know.
She didn't like it.
No. Because I immediately walk outside, and she starts following me. So as soon as I get outside, I tell security. I was like, "Hey, there's a crazy girl in there, and she's following me." And he's like, "What'd you do?" I was like, I went and danced with her. And he goes, oh, damn. So she comes outside screaming and cussing at me. She's soaked. And I was like, I don't want to hear it. And then T-Kev was like, oh, bro, that's a girl. You're not supposed to do that. And I was a little too drunk because I started cussing at him. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, honestly, I probably should I did go home after that. But
yeah, probably just let it go.
Yeah, but it just really upset me, because... I feel like anybody would get mad if like I never did anything to her before that, I just, she shoved me to the ground. Like, you just can't do that,
just like, kind of getting out of hand.
Exactly. It's not, I mean, I get it. I'm a guy, but I didn't like beat her up or anything.
Yeah, you're an attractive guy. She wants to be with the.
She
wants to be the cool, laid back guy, with the money. But
exactly.
I don't always get that. You know what I'm saying? She wants to be with the psychologist guy.
Plus, whenever I was there, I was basically brown, dude, because I was a lifeguard all summer, so I was like super tan. Okay. Yeah, I was basically looking like you, like a light-skinned version of you.
Think that up your status? Or?
Oh, 100%. Because when it's not summertime, I look like Casper. And sometimes when the
Casper, like you said it, like I look like Casper.
When the light hits me just right, I swear, I can see my bones.
Start feeling yourself a little bit.
I can see my bones, bro.
It's nice, man.
No, I don't like being pale, but naturally, yeah, I am really pale. I am really pale, and I have to spend a lot of time in the sun to get any tan, but that's basically what I like to do, though.
See, my feet are probably the color of your almost the color of your hand.
Oh, why are your feet like white?
Yeah.
That's kind of confusing. I'm a little.
I don't know if like the exact same or like pale. It's probably like not. It's not that. It's not to the extent of yours. Where like.
Yeah.
It's like super.
No, I see what you mean.
But yeah, bro. So you at Ole Miss, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess we can get into the fraternity thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, what fraternity were you a part of?
I was part of the Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity at Ole Miss, or what it was.
What it was, right?
Because it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. So you didn't have nothing to do.
No.
With the.
Nope. I had nothing to do with anything.
You're just a bystander.
No, not even that, dude. Everything that made the news about that thing.
I saw it. All I saw was I was scrolling down my Apple News, and I saw like 4 Ole Miss dudes in jail in custody because of cyber stalking. I'm like, yeah, I was doing this.
Yeah,
bro, like what's going on?
Yeah, and even because I know everything that basically happened, and even when I read news articles and everything, and I just personally, as being a member, and I just look at it, I'm like, that's just not even accurate. You know what I mean? Cyber stalking, they said that these guys were sending all these emails and stuff. That's not true. But yeah, dude, it is what it is, man.
Yeah. We don't want to say too much.
Yeah, it's just a lot of a lot of the stuff, it's really just coming from like a guy that's not telling the truth, that's trying to get money from the fraternity.
Yeah,
That's what it really. That's what it really. It boils down to, just someone being petty. I would say.
Let me ask this question, bro. Who's the hottest high school teacher you ever had? You don't even have to name her name. We can talk about it on camera, but or if you want to, you can. If you
Probably Coach Wright.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean Coach Wright was hot. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, you know, when God blesses a woman, He blesses them in all type of ways, man. You know, and I don't know. Did you ever in class?
Oh yeah. I was in that class with Mason Hart. Me and him were in there with her.
Like Clinton and Kate Legg and like a whole bunch of other funny guys,
Dude.
and girls, and like so we pretty much just joked around and had fun the whole time.
You know, one time in Spanish, they put me, Sawyer, and Folly on the same row.
Bro, what the heck?
And for those of you who don't know, Sawyer's my older brother, and it was just he had to go to alternative schools for like fighting and always like vaping and stuff. So, and you put me and him next to each other, it was just bad.
Bro, like that, yeah. Do you miss high school at all, or is it like I'm kind of glad I get some freedom now? And like, what's up?
I miss seeing everybody every day, but like
Yeah, that's what I miss. Yeah.
yeah, but I don't ever think like you know, you just gotta kind of keep going with life, you know.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. But yeah, bro. What you got any vacation plans, man, or anything like that?
Yeah.
Any trips planned? Like, what's going on?
I plan on going to a wedding in Brazil. I think I still have to apply for a passport. That's something I'm probably gonna do like this month or next month. And then I think I'm gonna stay there for about a month, past May 20th till June. My friend that got fired from camp, I'm gonna stay with him and his family. It's gonna be kind of weird though because he's the only person that speaks English.
Oh, it's gonna be kind of confusing when you try to articulate yourself.
Yeah.
The common man.
His mom doesn't speak English. His cousins don't speak English.
So they speak Spanish.
They speak Portuguese.
Portuguese, okay. Oh yeah, Brazil. Yeah, they
Yeah,
Portuguese in Brazil.
and it's not even normal Portuguese. Brazilians speak like a dirty Portuguese.
But you know the crazy thing about Portuguese? Like, they got people that's Portuguese, that's Brazilian, as light as you, and then they got people that's like as my color. And they
Yeah.
darker. So like in Brazil, like that's what I like about it, is the fact that even though like
I'm still gonna be a gringo though. I'm definitely
but at the same
not.
time, like it's still people like it's still facial features a lot of times that still kind of separate. Like even
Yeah.
like this year, they got those like kind of strong facial features or whatever, but like still, bro, it's like there you never know, you know. So
Yeah.
like down here it's like, oh, he's African American, he's whatever.
Yeah, but
he's white.
in America though, we have like a lot of like diversity. Like you see like Asian people and black people and white people. Like when you see a white person in Mexico, they're like, is he like a tourist or like does he live here? You know, it's one of those.
Right.
It's like he probably doesn't speak Spanish.
Nah, he probably.
But when you have Mexicans here, they usually all speak English.
Yeah. I guess some to come capacity because you know, like
Yeah.
it's like, man, you better learn how to speak.
Yeah, they're
I've
like,
literally seen, like, I literally been in a setting, like, I remember I had this dude, bro, so I work at, like, this store, right? I work at a paint store. He came in here, bro, he was, like, the writing was in, he's, like, he came in with, like, a freaking, a blanket or something. I mean, not a blanket, some, like, wallpaper, right? It was written in German. He, like, complained for 30 minutes. He was, like, he's, like, an old country guy. He's, like, man, buddy, that god darn man, I can't understand the writing on this thing, wallpaper and stuff like that, bro. I'm talking like for 45 minutes about how to write. I'm like, bro, just apply the crap. Like, don't even. It was stuff like that, bro. Because like America's like you're expected to know
exactly.
You know how it is. Like it's not like other places where they like. I guess here it's like they're less lenient if you don't know. You know, unless you're like in your own little community.
Kind of like how people speak, French down in like Louisiana and New Orleans and that
like
type
Creole,
of area.
like Creole and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and you have people that speak Spanish in a lot of places in Texas and stuff. You know, yeah. But in Mississippi, it's like, yeehaw.
Hey, buddy.
Give it a system.
Let's get over there and go get this deer, dude.
Dude.
Bro, I swear, bro. Oh, man. Do you think that Mississippi is a racist place or not?
No,
As a whole?
Yeah, as a whole, Mississippi is kind of racist, but I think people up north are more racist, honestly.
You serious?
Yeah, because
I see my experience up north is like they weren't like racist. They were just like a lot of people are like really snobby,
yeah,
and like it was like about money. It wasn't about like, oh, you're black, you're white. It's like,
that is true. Like
do you
poverty.
have money?
Yeah.
That's how they separate. Like when I went to New York, like people like kind of looked at you like if you had money. If you had money, you were cool. But if you didn't, it was like you were lower class. Like,
Yeah.
you were like they treated you.
That is true.
Which is,
Dude, I'm not even joking. I've had one person tell me that, and this person used to be a youth pastor. This is like an older person. I'm not going to say who it was, but they were talking about how African American, they were justifying racism, and they said that one thing that they said is that in Africa, they sold each other because there was already slavery, so they sold it to the white men to go on boats to come to America. So they were already slaves. And then this previous youth pastor, also told me that it was better for them because they came to a better country and like look at their, like down the line, their lineage. They're in America now instead of Africa.
I think what people don't understand is
That's still fucked up. How are you like?
what people don't understand is so. As far as America, like Native Americans are actually the first Americans.
Yeah.
People, when you like, if you really break it down and just want to tell the entire truth, Native Americans were the first actual Americans.
Yeah, dude, white people have just been fucking shit up for I don't know how long, man.
Exactly. And so like they came, and so when they
been
came
going
over,
ham.
and they took, so basically like the pilgrims they took like a whole boat. Like I think that was like a journey from UK to America. Isn't that it? Like the pilgrims.
Oh yeah, the Pilgrims, the first settlers. Yeah.
Yeah. So they came like, and they were fighting for freedom. But how? Like I don't understand the mentality. You fight for freedom, but you can enslave a whole another. It's
And
so twisted. It's like It's like World War II and they freed a lot of people, but like they had black people like no rights. They were like, no, these people need to be free.
See,
It just kind of it's like
it makes no sense.
very contradictory and very hypocritical of them to like do something like that. So,
Yeah.
but I mean,
You ever listen to Ben Shapiro? That's who my dad likes, and he talks about how like, oh, we didn't just take the land from Native Americans, we fought them for hundreds of years. But it's like no shit because we invaded their land.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, if you really like want to just go down to like why it's wrong. Like racism's been around for like a long time. Slavery.
Yeah, it's been around since the beginning of time. Yeah.
It's been around. But like if you're like a spiritual or just and so like most of America claims to be Christians, right?
Yeah.
So if you claim to be a Christian, right,
You can't
get
be
your
racist, man.
you get your religion or your spirituality from the Bible, right? And so if you do believe that, right, we all came from the same two people. And this is just if you like believe what the Bible says,
Man,
we all came from the same two people, either Adam or Noah, right? So if you really want to get down to it, everybody on earth came from the same two people. So your first greatest grandfather, everybody in this world is the same person, right? So if we just want to trace back to our greatest grandfather ever, it's going to be that one person. And this is just the people that believe in the Bible, which is talking about Adam and stuff like that, right? So if you just break it down the fact, I don't understand it. It was like you could.
Incest.
It was actually like
The Bible loves incest.
It was justified. I don't like.
The Bible
Now it's
loves
like
incest.
now it's like it's wrong, but people in Arkansas and Alabama still do it. But anyways, but like now it's wrong. Like back then, I was like, I ever thought, bro, you like dating your sister, cousin.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess I got no one else in the tribe. My sister be looking mad thick.
My sister be looking mad thick at the cookout.
Oh, it's like, hell no.
She just going to get that.
I was just walking the ox one day and my
She goes-
sister's dress
Yeah.
fell and I just, oh my God.
She goes to get that ice cold Coke from the cooler, and she was looking kind of thicky that night.
I know, bro.
So I like, and you just hear like, man, what are you doing later?
Satan was just on my shoulder,
right.
just talking
Yeah,
talking
man,
up a
like-
storm. He's like, man, look at your cousin, bro.
Bro, you watching the game, it's like, hey, dude, go look at your cousin. Like, what? I mean, it's like, we got families. Like, dude, not really when you think about
It's like,
it.
no, bro, we're in
in a tribe.
we're in
man.
Jerusalem.
Yeah, like, bro, this is like, you're like biblically, bro. Like, read the Bible, like,
But dude, every like single religion, it if you take it like literally, every single one of them is like absolutely so stupid. Like if you take every single part of their thing literal.
But some people just make up stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree.
To attune it to their, you know what I'm saying, like their life. And
exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
But like,
you know?
so the Bible obviously talks about slavery and stuff like that, and incest, et cetera, et cetera. But most Christians are like, oh, that's the Old Testament. We don't go by that. But then they want to look at like the Muslim book that talks. What's their
Quran?
The Quran, yeah. It talks about like killing infidels and stuff, but like typically most Muslims don't actually they go by peace. They don't most religious people do, but people of other religions are like always pointing always bullshitting. I don't even know, man.
Are you an animal kind of guy? Like, do you like animals or no?
Oh, I love animals.
I think I might give you a parrot, bro. I think I'm gonna name him 21 Savage or something.
Oh, dude, I used to have a chameleon. I named him Saddam.
Hussein?
Just Saddam. Just Saddam.
Just
Saddam.
Just Saddam, not
Yeah.
Saddam Hussein. You don't want to get it misrepresented. Just put like a mask or a bandana over.
Yeah, it was sick and everything. And then like whenever I left for the summer, I like let a friend. I was like, "Can you babysit Saddam for me while I'm gone?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." And he really liked the chameleon, but we're not really cool anymore, so I never really got it back.
I should get a parrot, bro, and call him 21 Savage.
That'd be cool, bro. But dude,
And
parrots.
I want him to only know 21 Savage lyrics.
Parrots live for like 80 years, bro.
So it was like a murder or something happened, right? And the parrot like pretty much repeated the whole argument before the murder. It's like crazy. It's kind of weird.
But where did you see that on Snapchat?
It's like on YouTube or something, bro. Like I just popped up like what parrot uncovers murder. I'm like, well,
Of course.
Like, yeah, the title.
I hate it when that happens.
parrot uncovered the murder. I'm like, okay.
Of course.
I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it. It's clickbait. Let me click.
Let's
So,
go ahead.
Apparently, he was like pretty much going over the entire conversation before the murder. I think that's how they actually figured it out. So, man, if you
The
ever,
husband's just sitting there.
if you ever want to do a crime, bro, do not get a parrot. Get a chinchilla. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that, like the husband, the husband murdered his wife. He's just sitting there with blood all over him, and the cops are like, "Fuck, let's just ask the parrot."
Right. Hey, so what do you?
Let's not even ask the. Let's just.
ask the witnesses.
No. The only other person here, she had bruises on her. We're not even gonna put that in evidence.
Right.
Oh, she reported domestic abuse. Let's throw all this shit away. Ask the fucking parrot. I need to know right now.
Let's ask the parrot.
Just ask the parrot. Because parrots know everything, man.
Parrots are just smart. Like I remember a parrot like cussing out people at the zoo. Saw this article like they're cussing out. It was so funny. I'm like, man, let me get me a parrot, man. You know what I'm saying?
I want a dog. Like my dad has a dog, and I like earlier, I like put like a collar on it, and I couldn't even find the leash, so I got like a bathrobe thing, and I just tied it. And I was skating, just walking it. I love dogs, man.
I think I might get me a chinchilla.
Chinchilla.
I think I'm gonna name.
Flying squirrel. Those are like low maintenance. They're cool.
Spider monkey.
Yeah. I would get a chimp but the only thing is I knew a chimp could kill me, and that's why.
Really good.
And I don't.
It reminded me of Michael Jackson chimp.
Oh yeah,
Michael Jackson had to get a chimp a 2-piece one time, bro. Like.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's chimp was probably fruity. I don't want a fruity chimp, bro.
You don't want one.
Because it'll overpower me, bro.
He want to snuggle.
Imagine that, dude. Imagine that. An animal that is fruity that wants you, and it can overpower you.
A lot of times. And let's say the monkey want to snuggle, right?
No.
You snuggling, right? Watching CNN, watching Family Guy, right? And you snuggling, but the monkey overpowers you in your sleep. That's a felon. That's rape, right there.
Monkeys, they're like chimpanzees. Have people that have had them as pets. They've known to bite people's fingers off and do all types of stuff.
Anger problems, bro. And that's
Screw that, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I did get a monkey, I had to take him to therapy.
I don't know what I would do, bro.
Give it a banana.
Bro, you take this banana,
Because
right?
with
Try to talk to him or something like that.
Dude, with things like monkeys, they're real big on like a hierarchy and stuff, and like the alpha male. So you would basically have to like big dick this chimpanzee from a baby, say, hey, I'm the big dog, and
Big dog in the building.
yeah, you can't touch me, and then that's that. Like that's how you would have to raise a chimp.
Yeah.
I'm glad the viewers get to know that. That's how you raise a chimp, guys. You have to big dick it.
Yes,
Just
sir.
to let y'all know.
So bro, like what? Like so I know like my mindset has completely changed. I matured a lot during just me just kind of going into an adult from being in high school and stuff. So like how have you matured? How's your viewpoint different from when you were in high school?
Like when we were in class, you know, we just talk about BS around and talk about type of stuff.
Yeah.
We were young, kids and stuff, but like now, how's your, like, what do you see different as far as like even society or like anything?
Really, just for me, different from me in high school versus me now is I like structure. Like, I like to keep my room clean. I like to keep my backpack organized and keep my school notes together. And, I keep up with when I have something, I write it down. I've been just very structured and organized.
Yeah, I think me, man, is just really just finding myself as a person.
Yeah.
That's why I read so much and kind of, and just kind of going after my goals a little bit more harder and just realize them and just kind of not caring what people think.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've been working on that. Think about it, you have to get to that point. It doesn't just happen.
That's something.
Attune your mind and kind of work on it and stuff like that. It's just, I take mental health to me is the most important thing.
Oh, yeah, me too, bro.
It's the spiritual health and mental health, like, because like if I don't have mental health, I don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah,
I've just kind of put my mental health first, because if your mental health is good, then you can deal with everything else. You can deal with the family, you can deal with like your everything, any problem or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If your mental health is strong, then everything else kind of falls into place to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think me is just kind of just figuring out what I want and what I care about and what I don't care about. That's what I'm more about. And it just and that kind of goes back to like finding out who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? And so I think me I figured out what I want in this life and what I don't want. And so that's just, I think it's a beautiful thing, man. Because I'm still kind of finding who I am, but I've really been working on it. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it's always something new to learn. But that's just how my mindset has changed. And I've gotten stronger mentally and stuff like that. So,
yeah, dude, I do think mental health is very important, and I would say like adding structure to my life, that was part of like trying to keep up my mental health, because I try to like go to sleep at the same time, wake up at the same time, keep a schedule.
I'm just. But yeah, bro. I mean, mental health is definitely something important.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most important things, man. But yeah, bro. What else? What other kind of stories you got, man? Is there anything else? You know what I'm saying? Stories you haven't heard about yet?
Any interesting stories? Let's see if I can think of something.
I remember I tell you one story. I was at church camp, man, of all places, and some guy slapped me in the face with his cock. We were asleep, I'm like half asleep, whatever.
Dude, what?
So we're in the bed, right? I'm trying to sleep. This white guy just jumps on me, man.
Why'd you have to say he's white?
I mean, he was white.
All right.
What you want me to say? He's a black guy?
What? This guy.
All right.
Right. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, you get slapped in the face with a cock. What's your immediate reaction? Do you pull it off? Do you slap it out of your face?
No, it's like a real quick slap, man. Like,
You slapped it?
No, he slapped me in the face. So what happened was, I was half asleep, man, and we just got out of service, man. I'm trying to chill, I'm trying to do this, and he just hauled off, it was real quick, man. I didn't even know who did it though.
How do you know he's white? Were you the only black person?
I did see his skin though.
Oh, what if it was the youth pastor?
If it was, he needs to be fired.
Was it?
We're not going to tolerate it. And I was young.
How old were you?
I was probably like 17.
That's not what?
It scarred me for life.
That's not young, bro. I would have got up and found out who did it.
Well, it's just Christian environment, man. But it's
You just got slapped in the face with a cock.
I will be honest with you. I don't want to get in trouble, but some black guy, his name's put laxative in the Kool-Aid that night, and I'm not going to call any names. He has a YouTube channel, he has a podcast, and he put laxative in the Kool-Aid, man. That guy that slapped me in the face, he happened to drink that Kool-Aid. Let's just say.
Oh, so you know who it was? Who is this guy?
Okay,
I do know who it is, but I'm not gonna call it.
Dude, do I know him?
No, you
Did he ever go to BHS or anything?
Nah, bro, he's like from a country town, like in Mississippi.
Like Wesson, like.
No, he's like from Wichita or something.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, but bro.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy story. I don't have any crazy stories that you.
Dude, that's just.
I thought it'd be funny.
It's kind of wrong, but at the same time, like I was trying to think like.
Nah, you're good, bro.
I got it, bro. Remember when I rapped in front of the entire school?
Yeah.
Bro, so like the backstory on that is like, so basically I'm in high school, right? The week before that I rapped in Miss Kloppy's class for chemistry, and so like it was all over Snapchat rap videos. So I was like, it was funny, and like so somebody texted me and was like, Matthew, can you rap the pit route? It was a student, right? And so I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking she told the people over the pit route that I'm supposed to rap. Apparently, like I get up there, I give the DJ my beat. They didn't know I was like supposed to rap, and so like I literally put my saxophone down, and I jump out the stands. My band director didn't know I was rapping, like I didn't tell him. So like I just kind of jumped down there, like
started going off.
Got going crazy.
And so like basically,
so basically, that whole time
I was not supposed to go there.
But I mean, it worked out.
I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble, but I just didn't know. Maybe because I did so good.
They just thought you were like Eminem, bro.
I guess so. That's crazy, bro. To me, I'm not trying to be like praising, but I think that was the best parody.
To me, it was.
Yeah,
I don't know,
because
a lot of them are lame.
No, dude, and the cheerleaders kind of suck at BHS, bro.
I mean, like a lot of them were like just. I'm not gonna say well.
They just.
I was always in the band.
Stand.
Well, I'll say this: like at least like when I went to Cathedral, they were like really serious about it. Like BHS, everything's kind of like more relaxed and not really like put together as well. So. Yeah, I guess that's really what it is.
Cathedral, they on point. They got that schedule down.
Yeah. Like when I used to do cheerleading at Cathedral, like in middle school and stuff, like when we would like do like competitions, like bro, we would be practicing for weeks, months, hours, hot gym, no AC, all types of stuff. Woo! Like no reason.
Did you play any sports
at VHS?
I ran cross country. Yeah. I ran. I was running track at Cathedral, but I couldn't keep up with the people.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
BHS.
I tried out for the track team in 8th grade. Somebody told me, it was like, Matthew, you suck. Deflated my whole spirit, man. I did not make the team. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you guys slap him in the face.
He was bigger.
He was bigger
cock.
than me,
In the locker room, just, hey, dude, I got a surprise.
My Johnny.
Hey, dude, your shoe's untied.
Right, bro. But
is there anything else you want to talk about?
Dude, honestly, I feel like I'm.
talked about a lot.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a good one. I feel like we should probably.
I think so.
Okay, bro.
So look, man, we got.
He's gonna be back.
He's gonna be back, bro. It's not gonna be as. I don't
Yeah,
know.
this next time we do it, it might be at Ole Miss.
Even if I have to drop the.
Yeah.
The next podcast, bro, I'm gonna have everything like completely like ready.
Dude, for the next podcast, we can even try to like structure something about like we can have like things that we like really want to talk about and like make it roll over like really well if you want to.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just the most crazy stories we've ever experienced. And just just to be.
I agree.